So welcome back to a brand new episode of Walkin Talkin with Tim, and today's guest is Dr. Candice Racite, who is the Director of Internship and Career Planning at Rowan College of South Jersey. That's the first time I think I've done that on the first take. So Candice, Dr. Racite is going to tell you, can we go with Candice for this one?
Yes.
Candice is going to tell you exactly what it is she does at Rowan and what the outcome is for these kids.
Yeah, thank you. And thank you for having me, Tim. Happy to be here. So for about 7 years now, I've been at Rowan College, South Jersey, transitioned through a couple of positions, but the whole time it's been working with students and trying to get them different opportunities in the workforce. So the internship piece is really important. It gives them that opportunity to take what they do in the book, in the major, and put it into real practice and real work. And the career planning piece is using career assessments, getting speakers in the classroom, doing special field trips and different, whatever we can create and invent so that students are more aligned with the world of work so that when they graduate, they feel a lot more prepared. And then more recently, I've been reaching out and trying to recruit companies so that we can offer them our HR Direct program or the Chamber Discount program so that their employees can actually come and be students at RCSJ. And we want to, train them, work with them to get certificates and degrees. And so that's kind of both ends of it, working with students and working with employers in the area.
Right. Well, and that's awesome because these kids need it. They need guidance, right? So, it's true. There's so many kids coming out of college that they have certain expectations and they don't really know what to do. So with you guys, with your crew, with your staff, you're able to overcome a lot of those obstacles like resumes and help them with interviewing and all that kind of stuff and get them over a lot of those hurdles before they ever even get to the internship, right?
Exactly. Yeah, Deb was actually with us on Monday night. We did our speed interviewing event where our employers come in and meet with our students, and it's kind of like speed dating.
Yeah.
But they have a chance to interview and, feel the uncomfortable pain of going to an interview, but it's very low risk because these are people who would just want to be with them to help. Exactly. Yeah. And so we applaud the students that come out, bring their resume and, go through this engagement. And we're also very thankful we have a huge partnership base through, the Gloucester Chamber, the CCSNJ, the faculty and staff that just go out to all kinds of different networking events and meet employers that say, yeah, we want to get involved, we want to help, we want to mentor, we want to hire, all those kind of things. Yep, very grateful.
So if you're looking to get an intern or help out at RCSJ, get a hold of Candice. So, so let's talk about you. Let's get into you, right? So we had a big conversation. You all know how this works. So, so let's start with Salem County. So you're from Pennsville.
Yeah.
Right? And you said you grew up in Pennsville.
From a teenager.
As a teenager.
Yeah.
So, and you also said that you went to Salem County College.
I did.
Then you went to University of Delaware.
Mm-hmm.
Then you went out in the workforce and you were in mortgage and banking, right?
Yeah.
And you went back to school.
Again.
To get your MBA at, was it Wilmington?
At Wilmington University. Yeah.
Right? I'm doing pretty good so far.
You are doing good.
And then, so what I didn't get to ask you is after that, I would imagine somewhere along that way there or after that, you met your husband, right? Joe.
I did, yeah.
So where was that?
So I was in school in Delaware and I was getting ready to, go for the dream job. I was going to leave the whole area. A friend of mine was kind of bugging like, you need to come, hang out, meet, and do all this. And then I did, and now I'm stuck.
That's awesome.
I'm stuck in the area for good reason, though.
Was this at UD or Wilmington?
No, this was actually in my hometown. A friend of mine from high school invited me to church, and I went. And
that's right. The church meetup. That's right. You just said that to me.
Yeah. So, and then there was just no turning back.
Well,
stayed for love.
Listen, they say that a lot of folks said if you want to meet a really good partner, then church is a great place to do it, right?
Yeah. Definitely. And so, we've been together for 15 years this October.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So, Very happy.
You said you love your job.
I do.
You said that you, let's talk about, so you have, how many kids again?
I have 2 girls.
2 girls, that's right. You said you liked, your favorite thing to do when you're not working is to go home and hang out with your kids and do art projects.
Yeah, they both really, they're both into different things, different age. The one likes to glue stuff.
Don't they all?
And play with glitter. Yeah, you know, she's into the slime phase, and I'm like, oh, only outside.
Yes.
And the other one is she likes to draw, and she likes to create stories and write things, and she's very
Cool.
like, inventive and curious. And so I'm there with them. It's an outlet,
Yeah.
you know, and we make something that we call beautiful.
Of course it is.
And then, yeah, you know, and then like everything they've ever made is in a pile like this big
Yeah.
in a box in the garage with the year on it, you know. So we do it a lot because it's just wind down time. It's relaxing time. It's something we can all do together.
Well, it
Yeah.
goes a little deeper than that. And we're going to go there right now.
Okay.
So you have another little art side to you.
You.
A little, we don't call it a side hustle because it's not, but it's really more of a passion, right?
Yeah.
Your passion is designing and designing clothing.
Yes.
That's cool. Let's talk a little bit about that. And tell everybody, because I asked Candice what makes her cool. I said, what's a cool thing about you? She goes, well, what did you do in New York? You were part of this, this fashion show?
Yeah, it was a fashion show in New York City for stage tours.
Right?
Yeah.
But you were integral in this whole process, right? You were a part of the whole thing.
I was, yeah. It was.
And you got picked too.
I did.
So get into all that. That's cool.
Okay. So I like to draw too, and I like to draw clothes, and I've made some shirts and dresses and things that I wear occasionally. But then I was shopping a lot in this one particular store, and somehow we decided we were going to do fashion shows, and we were going to have these discounts and bring all these people, and it really worked, and we sold like $10,000 to $15,000 worth of apparel in like 2 different times during the year, and that's a lot for a small town. And then like the national reps saw it. They actually did that all over the nation for stage stores.
Right.
And then they let me come to New York City and participate in one
That's
that
cool.
they did there, which is like, you know, the fashion capital.
Yeah.
It was fabulous.
It was like,
it was really, really cool.
It was like that movie with oh my goodness, I can't think of it right now. And the oh my goodness, the magazines.
The Devil Wears Prada?
Yes.
With Anne Hathaway.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you were like in that scene, right? You were.
That would be so cool if I was in that
You
scene,
weren't
but
Anne
I was.
Hathaway, but you were
No,
kind of
I
like
was not.
when she got cool.
Yeah.
You were Anne Hathaway, and you had to hang out with everybody.
Yeah, it was my 15 minutes of fame. That's
Video?
what it was.
Hey man,
Exactly.
you'll get it again.
Yeah.
It's going to keep coming. You know, I know you, and you don't have any limiting beliefs. So if it's out there for you, you're going to get it.
Yeah.
So
That's a fun word, Tim.
What's that?
Limiting beliefs.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
You want to talk about that? I
Yeah.
know you love that.
So I have, well, some, because we all do. But lately, what I've been working with students on, and actually really transitioning into talking to my employers, you know, just because you meet people and you have these conversations,
Yeah.
you know, is here's where you are and where you plan to go, and what would you do if you knew you couldn't fail? Like, what's that limiting belief that's in your way? And for students, it's really different. For employers and exexecutives, it's
Totally
really
different. Yep.
So I actually went and got some training. I did not go back to school for that. But
Again.
I got some training and, you know, learned the whole process of asking the right questions and listening really well, and just, you know, people want to be seen, they want to be heard, they want you to validate their feelings and acknowledge what they're, you know, dealing and struggling with. And when you can do that for somebody, and you can do that for a student, all the way, you know, up, like I said, to an executive, that really changes
It does.
people. And then they start to think differently and take different actions, and then change happens, and it's incredible. So I love being a part of those.
You're
kind of things.
validating their dreams, is what it comes
Yeah.
down to. If you
Yeah.
can get past all the other stuff, at the end, you're validating the dream. And if you can help to validate that dream, you're unleashing all kinds of power.
Yeah, and they're on a pathway.
Yeah. So let's run that right into, let's talk about, you have 2 sisters.
I do.
Yes. One you said is an IT.
She's a world traveling IT.
Fearless.
Stay
World
home,
traveling
fearless.
IT fearless girl. Right?
Yes, her name is Christy.
Awesome.
Yeah, and she's an incredible person, and she's free. She's totally free. Like, she has IT.
Wait, tell her
she's really smart.
mantra.
Oh.
Daily mantra.
Oh. Today we were talking about how you only get 3 complaints a day. And I said, well, then I hope I don't use them all before 8 a.m. because...
But isn't that great?
You know.
So I want you all to try that. No more than 3 complaints a day, and the rest of the day you gotta suck it up, man.
Yes, and my husband will tell you worry Wednesday. You have to wait until Wednesday to worry about the problem because it probably won't be there at that point. So, just let things go.
Exactly right. So let's run right into your other sister,
Yeah.
who you're wearing her product right now.
I am.
We're doing a little mini Shark Tank today, right?
Well, we were at the entrepreneur event this morning at RCSJ.
Yes.
And the Gloucester County Chamber, which
Yes.
we're both a part of. And Tim actually got to meet my sister. And
her name?
her name is Vanessa Dupree.
There you go.
And she's created these charms.
Yeah, you gotta let's stop for a second.
Easy.
Let's get a good look at these things. Very
Yeah,
cool,
these
right?
charms.
Pull
They
one
go
off.
on
Take it off and on. It's very cool.
the end of your hoodie strings, and you can interchange them. And hold on, don't move. Because what's really cool is that you can make them logoed. What does that say?
That's cool.
That says Walkin' and Talkin with Tim.
No kidding. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
I know. So I'm gonna finish the walk wearing.
That's so
those
cool.
ones.
I love it. I loved it when I saw it this morning, but I'm like, I love it even more now.
Well, yeah, because we made you your own.
I'm super excited about this thing.
Yeah, so they are. They're charms. They're beautiful.
Yeah, man.
They're necklaces. Hair's in the way. They're necklaces, shoestring, laces. You can put them on.
On anything.
But you can also logo them.
Yeah. It's
So,
cool.
yeah, and actually, I have a sweatshirt for you. Set up at home, and I'm going to leave you with these back
That's
at your house.
awesome.
Yeah.
I love that. I love that.
Yeah.
You said that. So we have a similar thing in common. So tell them what your dad did with you.
Yeah, so Tim asked me if I could meet any musician, who would it be? And I said, Steven Tyler, because that was one of the first concerts that my dad and I ever went to. And I grew up listening to him, actually on records, But that concert was amazing, and it was the first time, where I was hanging out with my dad and I was an adult and we were like doing something together, and it's just a really great memory.
And ironically, it's the first concert I took my daughter to as well. Crazy, right? Mm-hmm. And we have some generation between us, so it's just interesting.
Just a little.
It's interesting that would happen the same, right?
Yeah,
it's very
exactly. And we found that out on this walk together.
Yes, it's very cool. And the last thing I want to talk about is you are, I want to call you the ambassador of hope, because you said it was really important to you through other organizations and charities that you're involved in to pass on the dream, because it is a dream. It's a feeling. It's a dream. It's an energy to your daughters to always have hope.
Yeah. So just in thinking about charities, and you can give time and money and energy and effort anywhere and everywhere. But with my kids, we do the Operation Christmas Child, and it's something that they understand. It's really relatable. It's buying toys and gifts that's on their level, and they're giving it away. That's hard for kids to do, to learn how to share, to give. But we're bringing joy, we're bringing hope to someone else who needs it. And so, we've kind of through our church, we've made like a whole plan of doing that every year. And we collect hundreds and hundreds of boxes, and they're really excited to do it, but later in life they're going to realize the difference that they were making. So we're trying to create that core value now.
You're building a legacy for your kids.
Yeah, my babies.
Love that. So if anybody wants to get a hold of you, how do they do that?
The easiest way is probably look me up on LinkedIn, Candice Racite. I check the messenger all the time.
Little red dot.
Yeah, or you can find me at Rowan College, South Jersey. I'm out with Gloucester County all the time, the CCSNJ, so it's not too hard to find me, but the best way is probably just to send me a note on LinkedIn, and we can make a plan to meet.
There you go. Well, thanks for being on.
Thank you. This is great.
Lots of fun.
Yeah, I appreciate it very much.
Very cool. And everybody out there, remember, this whole thing's brought to you by Telecorp Technologies. And remember to keep on walking, keep on moving. Don't forget to register for the race that's coming up on May 6th. And we will see you next time on Walkin' and Talkin' with Tim. See y'all.
See ya.